Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lady K Chat podcast. I am your host, Lady K, and I just want to thank you for joining me today. I have a special treat for everyone. Listen, everyone, I am talking about what I do. I'm giving the secrets and the nuggets away. And yes, I am talking about the power of podcasting and why you should get yourself involved into podcasting. Please stay tuned right now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Power of Podcasting. I am so excited to be with you today. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to tell you why the power of podcasting is for you, and for you. So, I would like to welcome you. Again, my name is Kalima. I am the CEO and owner of Lady K Enterprises. I am also an author, international speaker, and a life coach. And I am here to tell you today, 2020 is the year of the mouth, and God said, open up your mouth. It is time to release the fire that you've been holding in within you out into the atmosphere so it can be activated. You know why? Because you are precious here and you have purpose. And your purpose is to open your mouth, and whatever God ordained or gave in you, it's time for you to step out and share with the world so they can receive your gift. So, number one, why the power of podcasting is amazing, because you get to control your art. Everything that you have designed, everything that you have thought about, everything that you have done, that's your handprint, is your art. It is your God-given gift and talent that He instilled in you. And now it's time for you to activate it and put into use, because you've been holding on to this gift, but you wasn't sure how to utilize it. So I'm here to tell you today, if this man can do it, so can you. And I am talking about the mogul himself, Mr. Tyler Perry. Let me tell you how powerful controlling your art is. We all have seen a Tyler Perry movie or a play. When is over, at the end, the credit, what does it read? It says created, written, produced, and directed by Tyler Perry. And in this case, you have the same capabilities. You get to create it, write it, produce it, and direct it. And this is just the beginning. I can't wait until you get to the place that you desire to be at. But I just need you to take the first step today, baby, and control your art. Let it all out. And let it be known that it was your handprint and that you did the work. So I want to give you kind of insight on what I mean by controlling the art and you doing what you want to do with it. See, I grew up I'm an 80s baby, but I grew up in the 90s and I'm from New York. So I used to love listening to Flunk, Master Flex, and Angie Martinez. And I love how those two, how they talk to their audience and how people were so in tune with them. I mean, I love them. I thought they were so dope. Listen, if you with me, don't make me feel bad, because I know I'm not the only one. I'm sure we all enjoyed, what they brought to the table. Perfect example. Funk Master Fleck brought the energy. He was just a natural hype person. I loved it. That's what make people attracted to him, because he brought the energy. Angie Martinez, she had like the sweetest attitude, but at the same time too, she had that like New York girl in her, like, don't mess with me, and I'm not going to sit here and take a crap, and I know you lying in front of my face while I'm interviewing you. And I just love what she brought. She brought that energy to the table. So these two were able to create their own art, and they control the art. And guess what? At that time, the radio stations loved it, because you know why? They was bringing in the ratings. And that's what happens when you control your art and you put it out there and people is reacting to your gift. So Claim it and put into action. Control your art. Number 2, why the power of podcasting is amazing. It's therapeutic. I know you're probably saying, Lady K, really? Yes, it is. Let me ask you a question. Doesn't it feel good when someone who needed help, you go ahead and give it to them without even asking for anything back? I don't know about you, but that feels good to me. And that's why even it's in the word, it's implemented in the word. Proverbs 3:27 says, do not withhold good from those to whom it is due when it is in your power to act. What I just said, give it to those who need it. Sometimes when we go through certain things, we get so caught up in it because we're so heartbroken or whatever emotional experience it left us at that time. It's very sensitive to us. So sometimes we don't end up sharing it. We don't end up sharing it like we should, not knowing it helps the next person. And when you can tell the next person your story, that is amazing. So it's the same thing. Imagine telling someone about the service that you provide. It's like, oh, this is what I needed. Someone can be broken because they went through a divorce. Because you know why? I went through it. Just to give you a short testimony, I went through a divorce. And now today I can speak to divorcees. And it feels good when I can just share a little bit about my story and say, hey, I was hurt too. I had anger in me too, but I was able to overcome it. And they say, wow, that's wonderful. Just like I did it, you have the same opportunity to do it yourself because you have a talent, you have a gift that God has ordained you with. You just have to activate it, control your art, tell your people, because it's actually helping them or healing them. So now, I want to tell you the third reason why podcasting is so powerful. So we talked about it helping people, telling people about your services. So when you do that, what do? That's expand your business, increase your territory, increase visibility. We all know you have to start from somewhere. So as you can see, the United States is to the left. So imagine you are in Idaho, right? You start your podcasting in Idaho, and somehow then it goes to Florida, and it goes to New Mexico, and it goes to California, and it goes to Rhode Island. And pretty soon, people in the States know who you are. And then it expands and it goes into another country. And after it goes into another country, it goes into another continent. And wow, your territory is amazing, unlimited. That's the type of power that you have in podcasting. See, people, they just want to jump into the big of it, but you got to let your presence be known. There's something unique. There's something special about you. So again, when you put yourself in that position, you get to increase your territory. And I just kind of want to share this story with you so I can give you some insight of where I'm going. So we all heard of Chick-fil-A, the real chicken, which I love them even though I don't eat chicken no more. So Chick-fil-A, let's just say, for example, they were in the state of, let's go with Virginia. Say Chick-fil-A is in Virginia, right? They had a visitor that came from Kentucky that was in Virginia for a vacation. When that person went back home to Kentucky, they ran and raved to their friends. Oh my God, this Chick-fil-A is so good. You have to taste it. Oh my God, right? So now that person gets to tell all their friends are telling their friends. Everybody's so excited about Chick-fil-A because they want to go to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A finds out that in this particular area of Kentucky that people are demanding their products and their services. So now Chick-fil-A can go into the area, research it, and say, okay, we have enough fans, we have enough potential customers. Let's go ahead and put a Chick-fil-A in the state of Kentucky. So because of that one person that was in Virginia, it spread. And not only if it spread, there's multiple outlets of distribution. That's another thing. That's why podcasting is so powerful. You can use so many different platforms to get yourself there. You got the iTunes, you got the Google Play, you got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all these different platforms you can be on to expose yourself, because they are all different outlets of distribution. You have the same opportunity to do the same thing with yourself. Now, you're probably saying, Lady K, I don't have a product or a service. Yes, you do. You are your product and your service. You yourself. Let's just say, for example, you're in the beauty industry and you have so much to say because you've been in for 20, 30 years. You have something to teach people about their hair. See, people, they still don't understand their hair, but you have a gift. You have a skill. So you just start off by speaking and giving tips. Eventually, the tips that you're given, you will receive some type of income because of it, because you have a high number of audience, a sponsored notice that about you, and now they say, hey, we will pay you if we can advertise our services on your platform. And that's one way to monetizing. And I'll get into monetizing a little bit later, but I want to tell you that you have the ability to increase your territory. So now that you increase your territory, that means you're getting bigger and bigger. So that also gives you the capability of advancing your speaking skills. You're at a level where the iron has sharpened the iron and you are proficient enough, and you captivate the audience and people notice that about you, and now they may want you on their platform. What is that for you? Visibility. What does that mean? Because your skills are so sharp now, that means more income. The whole name of the game is to diversify your income. The power of podcasting. Podcasting is just leading to multiple streams of income. It is a gateway for you to receive multiple streams of income. So now that you learn a little bit about podcasting and what it can do for you, let me tell you about this organization. It's fabulous, guys. It is called Lady K Enterprises, and we're a faith-based consulting firm that teaches individuals how to use their voice through podcasting and educate them on wealth principles and strategies. Wow, that sounds great, right? Let me tell you a little bit more. So we talked about the power of casting, and you're probably saying, I don't know everything. It's okay. You don't have to know everything, because we have the tools and the knowledge for you. And it's only for the price of $249. What does that mean? That means you have access to an online demand training that is available any time of the day. And when you log in, it will have information how to get started in podcasting, what to expect, the business goals, launch date, method of monetizing. Remember, I told you once you have the numbers and sponsors coming, that was just one way. I have so many ways to tell you, it's not even funny. I am looking forward when you join us. But as you can see, we have the tools, the equipment, how to create content, and that's a big one too. Marketing, production, publishing, and so much more. It's all at one place for you for the one-time price of $249. Once you pay that $249, you only have to pay $19.99 a month just to have access to the online demand training. And that's what we offer to you, because you are now ready to put yourself in podcasting. So let me tell you about a little bit about our success. So in 1 year, we was able to go from 104 listeners. And as April of this year, we reached 643 listeners. I think that is amazing. We are so excited. And because of that, it gave us visibility on a Bronx net station called Unbranded. And that also increased our revenue sales. It was so exciting, and we're so happy to be in this place. And if you want to follow us, if you want to see what the Lady K Chat podcast is about, as you can see, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And not only are we telling the people about what we do, we're actually educating an individual that they can also capitalize in podcasting. So to enroll and to get your space in today, you can go to www.ladykenterprisesinc.com. And we thank you so much for listening to this valuable information. And we look forward from hearing from you. Continue to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at www.ladykenterprisesinc. You have an amazing night. Lady K.